You're listening to Not the Sermon with Eric and Jamie.
What's up, Eric?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm channeling my inner Pope. I got a call the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And Sermonites, you're hearing this for the first time. I might be Pope.
I did see you smoking behind the church building.
They called me out of the minor leagues, boys. They said they want a millennial Pope.
So, listener, if you somehow don't know, the Pope has passed, Pope Francis.
Pope Francis.
What did he pass? A kidney stone?
His life. And so this... Now, I don't... Maybe we have some Catholic listeners. I think the vast majority of our listeners would be
We
Protestant.
probably don't. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say we probably don't have any Catholic listeners. But if we do, you should write us.
So even if you're not Catholic, though, whoever the Pope is, it's kind of a big deal.
Dude, it's like watching like an MTV reality show. It's like Jersey Shore for Christians right now. Like seeing everything that's going on. Like everybody's interested now.
Yeah.
And let me go ahead and call you out, millennials. Why do we all of a sudden care who the Pope is? You know how many of my Protestant friends, which I get it, like I respect the Pope, not necessarily for the office, but the particular person that they are. Like Pope Francis was a G. Yeah. I mean, he brought some reform to the Catholic Church. I thought, most of it was good, but I'm an outsider. I can't sit there and I can have an opinion, but I'm looking at all of my millennial friends who are all Pentecostal, charismatic, Church of God.
Church of God.
And they couldn't care. I mean, they really care about who the general overseer is.
Right.
His brother Ricky from, Pavo Church of God or whatever.
Well, he got elected there based on his new idea of bigger tents for tent revivals.
Amen.
But now all of a sudden we're like, Pope Francis was a man among men. What a beautiful soul. And I'm like, y'all, you criticize Catholics 90% of the time, and now you care.
And now they've got like this posting. They've replaced their Facebook photo with a photo of Pope Francis. And
oh my gosh,
I will remember you.
Pope Franny. Hey, let's pour one out for Pope Franny, y'all. No, real talk though. I thought he was a legit dude, but again, I'm playing outside pool here. I don't know.
Right.
Outside
pool,
insider pool, whatever it's called. No, I'm definitely outside.
Billiards outside.
Outside.
He plays in the pool. He plays outside the pool.
I'm talking about things I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hats mean.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's a big deal in the Christian world because I read there's like, 1.4 billion Catholics?
Yes. So
is that a majority of Christians?
It's a small majority of Christians worldwide are still Catholic.
Yeah. Would that be the biggest denomination?
If you think that the Catholic Church is a denomination, then yes.
They definitely are.
Right. Well, they would say they're not. They would say they're the church.
And that's where we'll disagree. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of a big deal. And now they're they're getting ready at this point for all the archbishops to come in and do the little conclave thing.
Yeah.
Where they...
Did you see that movie, Conclave?
I have not seen it. I've heard it's good, though.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. It gets really weird at the very end. And it's kind of like, oh, well, that was
I did
weird,
watch The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe. That was a pretty dope movie, though. Like, if you're going to watch a Catholic movie, you need to watch that one.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, yeah, so now they go through the whole process of selecting a new one. And, this is where everyone gets interested. They've got, like, the smoke, coming out of the Vatican.
It is interesting.
I think I'm going to put my name in the hat, boys.
The big Pope hat?
Yeah.
He's got to carry a lot of names.
I did read that the only, technically the only, real requirements is that you have to be a Catholic priest. It doesn't necessarily have to be from the archbishopry, whatever it's called. But there hasn't there hasn't been a pope who wasn't an archbishop since the 1300s.
Yeah.
But it used to be an every man's game.
Well, I just want to throw my vote out there. And
Jamie.
It has nothing to do
definitely not for you, Eric.
No, it's not for you. It doesn't have anything to do with what this potential pope might stand for or believes or anything. It's based on his name, and that is his last name is Pizzaballa.
Pizzaballa. Is that like the Rizzler? Have y'all seen the Rizzler? Is he like a part of the Rizzler family? He's the one that's like little ravioli.
Cardinal Pizzaballa.
Yeah.
Like he's a balla at making pizza.
Yeah. and then they would change his name. His Pope name would be Pope Ravioli.
Boyardee.
Yeah,
Pope Calzone the Third.
Calzone the Third.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Hey, all joking aside, so this is, do y'all want to know like how I have been basically correct? This is my Eric sports bet.
I don't want to know this at all.
Dude, I have been not me, but I have. Here's how you know who important is going to be elected, whether it's president or Pope. Dude, go to the sports books. I'm not joking.
Do they bet on popes?
They bet on the Pope.
No.
Dude, they already have like a 4-1, a 5-1. They already
That's
have
awesome.
the
Crazy.
And there's a couple guys, the front runners. The Filipino guy, Toggle, he's up there. There's another Italian guy.
That'd be cool.
A Filipino Pope would be. I mean, because Pope Francis was the first South American Pope.
Yeah.
And
And there's another guy from the Congo.
another guy from the Congo. It would be interesting to see if they got another nationality in there outside of, Italian.
Yeah.
Italian. But I'm seriously, the sports book. So the 2020 election, had Biden up front. The books did.
Oh, really?
And then this past election, when all of the polls had Biden or what's her face, Kamala in the lead, the sports books had Trump in the lead.
Yeah.
And right now the sports books have a couple front runners. And so I mean,
Really?
I'm just being honest. Like if you kind of want a good guess, you can look at sports books.
Wow. Wow.
Look at what does Vegas say? They have no political inclination.
Dude, people will bet on anything.
Oh, absolutely.
It's crazy.
Oh, what are those little side bets that they do like during big games, like whether or not someone's like an O lineman's going to throw up? And,
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Or how long the national anthem's going to be, like the over under. Like you bet on anything.
I feel like people who bet on that kind of stuff have a problem.
They do.
Yeah.
It was funny. We were at we had a superb owl party at our church.
A superb owl.
Yeah, because you can't call it Super Bowl party, you'll get sued.
That's not
But
true.
I was talking to someone like at our church that was telling me all their little side bets that they had going on.
That's hilarious.
And he won like $700 by the end of the game. He was giving me the play-by-play the whole time. I was like, "Good for you, man."
Yeah, there was a player in college ball this last year for Alabama that was 17 years old.
Oh yeah.
And the announcers, the first like 3 games of the season, every time they would be like, this guy, he's only 17 years old. And it became a big joke, even among the sportscasters, that like if you hear this guy's name,
Ryan Williams.
Yeah, you have to take a shot every time.
It's only 17.
They say he's only 17.
He's only 17 years old.
You won't make it through the game if you do that.
Ryan Williams dropped a pass. He's only 17.
Oh, sorry.
Phoenix.
Sorry,
Oh,
Phoenix.
sorry. I didn't
Sports
realize
ball.
I was a part of
I'm
a
sorry.
sports podcast.
Boromir.
Could be Boromir.
Nephilim.
Strider.
The other day.
Strider had the ring.
Yeah, I saw the
I opened
the
that floodgate,
ankle
didn't I?
of a Nephilim in the rearview mirror.
So, yeah.
Was that better, Phoenix? Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the Pope. Who do you think it's going to be, Jamie?
I have no idea. I'm for the pizza guy.
For Pizza
Amen.
Bala,
Yes.
the Rizzler.
I'm there. He's got my vote. I know nothing about him, but that's what I want.
He's a Pizza Bala.
What do you do? Eric is doing some sort of weird Matrix
lost in the
style.
sauce.
I was lost in the sauce on that song. Sometimes when you move slowly to a song like that, you begin to smell it.
Oh,
You can smell the notes.
do you want me to call your doctor?
No.
Smell the pizza
the
ball.
pills, they make me not me.
So this segment, or Seggy, is called Pester, the Pastor.
Yes.
And is this the one where we do the sound of the?
That was an early one, dude.
I
That was
jumped
an
the
early
gun.
one. Hold on.
You saw the hand coming.
That was good. The harmony was good on that. Pester me, Jamie. Pester me.
So Eric, are not the sermonauts.
Yeah.
Eric is going on sabbatical.
Thank God.
Tell anyone.
Yeah, he's going on sabbatical. This is something that a policy that I implemented at our church a couple years ago.
You implemented it.
And I went on a sabbatical a few years back. Our executive pastor went on a sabbatical last year, and this time it's Eric's opportunity to go away for around 40 days and just cease to be a minister. Well, in our minds, you'll cease to exist. Cease to be a minister and just be a son. and just spend time with the Lord and rest and all that good stuff.
Go to the clubs, Club La Vila, here I come.
Yeah, we'll be keeping tabs on you.
I've already
Felix
removed
culpa, brother.
the air tag.
Make sure you don't
From my belly button.
abuse your sabbatical.
Yeah.
So,
They made me swallow an air tag, listeners.
So I've got a question for you.
Yes.
And I think not only ministers, I know we've got pastors who listen, but just Christians in general, how should we approach the concept of burnout, of not having enough margin? And even how do you know when you are out of margin and you're at that level of burnout?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, really good. I think I wrote that one. But anyways, the first thing that I want to dispel is that the idea of a sabbatical, the idea of rest, is just for clergy or just for pastors. Mm-hmm. That's one of the things that I think makes that idea of a sabbatical just sort of unrelatable to people, because they're like, oh, that's just something that like pastors do. But I believe it's something that everyone should practice. It's not, a sabbatical it's not something you do like every year. It's something, for us in our policy, it's like every 7 years, and it's an extended break. Yeah. But I think it's important that you pointed out that people simply don't have enough margin. They don't have enough space in their life to recalibrate and recharge. And so what do? You just keep going. It's almost like a battery. Imagine like a battery that gets overused, continuously get used. It's never put on the charger long enough to fully charge. What does that mean? It's always out.
It's losing capacity.
It also loses its capacity to hold power.
That's right. And Americans are the worst at this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are stats about how much vacation Americans take versus other countries, and it's wild.
Yeah.
Vacation? What's that?
I know. Yeah. Hey, get back to work.
Ocean.
Stop asking questions.
What
get back
ocean?
To work.
We ummed at the same time.
Oh, mutual umming.
But yeah, so I think that's something that, it's not a problem. Now, the problem with pastors is unique in that we are embodying a lifestyle of servitude to the Lord that doesn't have an off switch like, say, a job would. Right. And that as a minister, that it gets tiresome. It gets tiresome going to the Lord merely as a servant to help serve other people and not for yourself. Now, there are rhythms and ways of doing that to help prolong, your longevity and your energy. But ultimately, you get to that point where you do need sort of a, hey, I'm stepping back. I'm going to, absolve myself of pastoral responsibility for a while. Yeah. And I'm going to go and recharge. And I think for everyone, whether you're a clergy or a pastor listening to this, or whether you're just, working at a job, there's some things that you need to look out for to keep yourself from burnout. Because here's the key to rest is resting before you need to, right? A sabbatical. Preemptive rest. A sabbatical or even a vacation is not something that you should do in response to a season of stress, which you can do that, but that shouldn't be its main goal. It should be something that you do to prevent yourself from going over that line or going down that hill of burnout. Yeah. Because here's the thing, once you get past that crest of that burnout hill, you drop quickly.
Right. It's a cliff on the other side.
It's harder to get back up. So instead of fighting to stay at the top, which is easy to stay at the top, you're trying to climb up this steep hill to try to keep yourself from burning out. Well, it burns even more energy.
It's like sleep. Like if you get enough sleep every night, then like you'll be okay. But if you are in sleep deprivation, it's going to take you a long time to feel normal again, to catch back up.
Exactly.
It doesn't go away.
And it takes less to kind of put you over. And so what does it mean to be burnout? Well, there's a couple things that I notice in my life that kind of tell me I'm either burnout or getting close to it. And the main thing is I just don't enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. Yeah. Like the little activities that I used to recharge, whether it be watching a movie or, doing a podcast or just, doing yard work.
Are you saying you don't enjoy the podcast?
Dude, I haven't enjoyed it in about 6 episodes, but no, I'm just kidding.
Amen, brother.
But no, those little things that used to bring you joy, they don't bring you joy anymore. Yeah. And what it's telling you is that little spark of joy that you're getting from this is no longer enough. Yeah. You're too tired. Yeah. And so, but the key to living a rested lifestyle is doing so before you need to, which is why I think it's important. And this is something I need to practice more of, because you talk about not having a vacation. I don't think my family's taken a legitimate one since we went to Disney World in 2020. 2023. And that was, if you're at Disney World, is not a vacation.
No.
And so on my sabbatical, we had originally, and my wife's listening to this right now, we had originally planned a Disney thing. I told her, like, after we had already booked it, I was like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to do this. This is not restful. And so we switched it up. But yeah, I think it's important to measure your signs. Like only you can prevent forest fires. And only you know when you're burnt out.
Well, let me add some couple of indicators.
Some stank to that, dude. Put a little stank on it.
Little indicators that listener, you may be at the very least beyond your time margins. And maybe headed into burnout. So here's a few. If you feel like you never have enough time, if you're always in a hurry, if you find yourself reacting to what's happening instead of planning for what you want to happen, like you can never plan because you're always responding, right?
Yeah.
If you are doing a lot of different things, but you're not excelling at anything, that could mean that you're outside of your time margins.
And if you are laughing at something funny and you feel something runny.
What?
You never.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. When you go to bed and when you wake up, your mind is racing about all you have to do. Have you experienced that before?
Oh, this morning, yes.
Then that means that your margins are being impeded upon.
If you think doing drugs might be a good idea,
you might be a redneck. If your family's complaining that they don't see you enough, then you are probably going beyond your time margins. If you're gonna do the stuff God has called you to do once things, quote, slow down, then you've gone beyond your time margins and you're headed to burnout.
And if you're slipping into wantonness, whatever wonton
I
is.
love wontons. Those cream cheese ones are great.
Yeah. That's why the King James Bible warns you against wontons.
Wonton bala.
I have wonton lust.
No, those are all really good, and I think those are honestly. Some of you're playing this through, and you're like, I do that. You're check that box.
Yeah.
But you've been in it for so long, you think that's normal.
Right.
That's not normal.
Right.
Why are you guys personally attacking me?
Yeah. And so, but you need to take radical measures, whether that's going ahead and cashing in on the vacation time. And I get like some of you may be.
It's inconvenient.
It's inconvenient. Yeah. Some of you may not be in a position, financially. You don't have to leave the state.
Right.
You don't have to. You don't need 6 weeks. You can begin to work in a rhythm of rest in your life now. You have one day off.
Yes.
You can find a way to rest and recharge, but you have to be intentional about it.
Yeah. Let's redefine rest, because I think sometimes people think rest is doing nothing, and that's not what rest is.
You don't need a margarita in your hand to sabbatical.
So
you just need one to sabbatical well.
I like to say it this way. Rest is not always a lack of activity, but it's making time for what fills you and what heals you. So these are going to be hobbies, interests that give you mental rest. It brings peace in your life. And so what I tend to do, I will set aside free time during my week, right? To just relax and not have to respond to an emergency.
And to eat Totinos.
Yeah. Or whatever.
Pizza balla.
Hot pizza rolls.
But I'll make a mistake. Sometimes I'll use my free time to do nothing. And that actually doesn't
make
help
it worse.
Me. Yeah, it makes it worse because it just compounds the fact that I need to get stuff done. And so what I'm learning to do is to use my free time to do those things, like I said, that fill me and heal me, that bring me peace, that bring me joy, not just doing nothing. So, because that's not, it's not helpful.
Yeah, and I think that's what, now there might be a part of your sabbatical where you are, quote unquote, doing nothing. Maybe you're resting, maybe you're watching TV, but you're right. It's, there needs to be a structured activity. There needs to be intentionality to it, because how many times have you had a day off and sat around and done nothing, and then you feel more stressed out the next day?
Yeah.
Because you feel behind. One of the hardest things.
Yeah, the vacation tsunami. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
You come back from vacation and there's this tsunami of work that just plasters you.
One of the things that I've been reading and, that I've been kind of researching sabbatical since I'm about to go on one is one of the most difficult parts of the sabbatical is the 3 to 4 weeks leading up to it, because you have to, in order for your sabbatical to be restful, your vacation to be restful, you've got to get that work done.
Yeah.
Like, and what the thing is when you're working from a place of burnout, you're often just spinning around in circles. You're not actually really getting anything done.
Right.
You may think that you are, but that time, and I encourage you, man, if you're going into a vacation or just even a long weekend that you're going to take as an opportunity to rest and recharge, by Friday afternoon, make sure your tasks are done.
Yeah.
Your desk is clean and it's ready for the day that you come back. Because the thing is you're not going to be able to rest thinking about all the things you should have done. Go ahead and knock it out. Get it done. You may not get everything, but get the boat prioritized.
Yeah.
And that way, when you're off, you're actually off. And that's kind of the place that I'm in right now. I'm like making sure every loose end is tied up.
Sure.
All the instructions are there. All the passwords I have are somewhere that so you all have to call me for them. Like so that when I leave here, I'm gone.
Right.
But I'm coming back.
Dead to us.
Well, if
I want to be dead to you guys.
If I say so.
Forget I exist.
Well, can we get theological for a second?
No.
Since this is comedy and theology.
Sure.
So I just want to point out there's a theological reality to rest and to margin and to taking care of yourself before you get burned out. And it's the concept of Sabbath. Now, in the Old Testament, right, the Hebrews, the Jewish people, had a Sabbath, and it was a law, and it was punishable by death in the Old Testament if you didn't keep the Sabbath. But the Lord was trying to teach people, like, you need to rest. Like, God hardwired humanity. We literally shut down and reboot every night, And so there is a rhythm of rest that we're supposed to operate in. And I want to share Hebrews 4:9-10, and it's drawing a parallel between the actual Sabbath that the Jews kept and the spiritual Sabbath that we in Christ keep. It says this, so then there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God, for whoever has entered God's rest has also rested from his works as God did from his. So he's saying, hey, like God created the universe in 6 days, and the seventh day he rested. Well, in the same way, we get to rest from trying to earn favor, earn love from God, and we get to rest in his favor, rest in his love. He's already given it to us, and now we get to rest. We cease from our labors. We cease from our works, just like God did on the seventh day. And then I'll also just point out that, Jesus not only was our Savior, but he was our model for behavior and how we should act, right?
He wasn't just our Savior. He was our model for behavior.
Oh, making it rhyme.
And our favorite flavor.
Oh, yeah. No, that didn't work. So in Scripture, Jesus was always going off by himself. Like, he was always, like, the disciples couldn't find him. They were like, where is he? And it's like, he only had 3 years.
It was like your worst coworker.
He's on smoke break.
He's in the garden again.
What are you doing in the vegetable cooler?
Golly. But here are some of the reasons we see that Jesus went off by himself. He went off to prepare for ministry. He went off to get away after ministry, right, when he was tired and needed to rest. He went off to make an important decision. Like, he actually fasted and prayed for, like, all night before he chose his disciples. He went off to grieve by himself. He went off to discern the will of God, like in the Garden of Gethsemane, right? He went off to spend time alone with the Father. Scripture says he would often withdraw. And so, I think Jesus has shown us that there is a Sabbath rest, that there is a spiritual rest, and that there is a rhythm of rest that we need to. If Jesus needed to do that, of course we need to do it as well. All right, Sermonize. It's time for another game with Eric, Jamie, and Phoenix. And this one is called Something That I Forgot.
Beak or Bogus.
That's it, Beak or Bogus.
Tell us about this game, Jamie. How do we play Beak or Bogus?
So, guys, we had so many different. We had Bird or Blurred, Beak or Bogus, Fake or Flap.
Your mom or a trailer park.
We had so many. I just completely forgot what we decided to call it. So this is a stupid game where I'm going to give some bird names to Eric and Phoenix. Caw, caw.
I already have the upper hand.
Phoenix, I was going to say, you should be a natural at this.
And they're going to let us know if it is in fact. Wait, what did we decide again?
A beak.
Oh my
or
gosh.
bogus.
Beak.
Listeners, this is what happens when you get ChatGPT to come up with your ideas instead of yourself.
That's not a lie. That's not a lie at all. So Beak or bogus. So Phoenix, you lose now. You lost the game. No, so I will give you a name, and you guys both get to decide if it's Beak or bogus. Are you ready?
I've been an old man since the age of 12, and so I started bird watching at 17.
Really?
So I'm pretty good. Usually you don't do that until you're 57.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, 57 is the bird watching age, but yeah, so I know these.
And Phoenix, how was your bird watching history?
I started pretty young.
Phoenix is blind.
Remember the first time I saw my first bird?
Okay. Okay, first
I
of
mean,
all,
they're not real, first of all.
y'all name this bird.
That is a. I know what that bird's called. That's what that's called.
Okay, so round one, Beak or bogus?
Okay.
The muffin-throated warbler.
Muffin-throated warbler. Hold on.
No, you have to say Beak or bogus.
Bogus.
Let's break that down. So muffin-throated is not a descriptive name in General Sal's chicken world book order. So I'm going to say
Did
bogus.
you just throw a bunch of words together at once? Okay.
Yes, bogus.
Kamala Harris over there.
You are both correct.
Let's go.
That is bogus. That's not a real one.
No, it should be.
All right, here we go. The satanic night jar.
Satanic nightjar. That sounds more like the pot next to a hospital bed.
It's a drink at my local bar.
Satanic nightjar. I'm going to go bogus as well.
Beak or bogus? Okay, you're both wrong. That's a real
Wow,
bird.
satanic.
Yes, the satanic night jar is found in Indonesia and is named for its creepy red eyes.
Ah, yes, the Indonesian
Yes.
satanic nightjar.
Okay.
My mistake.
Round three. The snub-nosed elder duck.
Snub-nosed elder duck.
We have a couple of those at our church.
Why, just the other day,
Elders.
I was at the pond.
Not the
and
deacon duck.
Say it again, snub-nosed what?
The snub-nosed elder duck.
It's like, looks like...
I'm gonna say bogus.
I'm gonna say beak, just to be different.
It's bogus.
Ah, crud.
Yeah, there are something called eider ducks, not elder ducks, but there are no ducks with snub noses.
Oh, man.
They all
See,
have-
they're known for their big noses.
Yeah.
Rats.
All right, a rough-faced shag.
Don't talk about my sister like that, Jamie. A rough-faced shag.
A rough-faced shag.
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna
beak.
go. I'm gonna go beak.
I'm gonna go beak too.
It is. It's a bird. It's a bird. Shag is a type of bird.
Sure, it is, Jamie.
No, it is. It is. But
not
in
what
Yeah,
England,
Austin said.
yeah, baby, yeah.
I was going to say in England it means something completely different. All right, number 5. We're almost halfway through here. Beak or bogus? Whiskered puffletwig.
Bogus all day long. It
Bogus.
sounds like something from a Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I made that up. Okay, here's another one. Number 6, the squat-nosed dabblebill.
Oh, the Dabblebill. Yes, I remember I was in Taiwan during the Dabblebill mating season. I'm gonna go beak.
I'm gonna go beak too.
Nah, it's fake.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did I say Indonesia? I meant no, I didn't say Indonesia. I said Taiwan. Keep going.
All right. Round 7. Fight. The Dracula parrot.
The Dracula parrot? I'm going to say beak. Just from a game of probability.
Bogus.
The correct answer is beak. It is a real bird.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's
Does it
a
drink
real. It's a real goth-looking parrot from New Guinea.
It wears eyeliner.
Red and black.
Shops at Hot Topic and wears stud bracelets.
Well, it doesn't have a cape though. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, number 8. The horned screamer.
The horned
Beak.
My nickname in high
screamer.
Beak or bogus?
Horned screamer. I'm going to say
Bogus.
bogus.
It's a bird.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's also me in traffic.
Ah.
Giant, loud, and horned. Yep, it's found in South America, basically a punk rock goose.
Yes, let's go.
All right, number 9. The chestnut-bellied seed cracker.
I'm pretty sure that was your nickname in high school. I'm going to say bogus.
Bogus.
That's too many
It's too
words.
long.
It's a real bird.
What?
Yes, the chestnut-bellied seed cracker is a real bird found in
Someone
Africa.
needs to,
Man, we were so
there
confident.
needs to be a government agency that
It's ridiculous, isn't
approves
it?
these names.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
These ornithologists, like, man, what are they doing?
You can call a bird anything. It's ridiculous. It says found in Africa, named for its reddish belly and ability to crush seeds.
Yes.
So literally a seed cracker.
Oh, it's like the yellow-toed ear tickler. I remember. Yes, in the same family.
You mean the toe related to the toe tickler, right?
Yes.
All right, last one. Beak or Bogus. I can't remember who's ahead, but
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you're both losers. So round 10, last one, the red-knobbed coot.
Oh, I'm going Beak because
Beak.
I'm looking at one right now. What's it called?
It's red-knobbed.
Red-knobbed what?
Coot.
Coot? The old coot?
The old coot?
See, I'm thinking that might be an insult based on a real subgenus of bird.
Okay, so what's your answer here?
I'm going to go Beak. Give me Beak.
Beak?
Survey
Or give me death.
All right, what you got, Phoenix? Beak or
Yeah,
bird?
I'm going Beak.
Okay. It is a bird.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's found in Africa. And the red knobs are on its head. So
yes.
Yeah.
I'll take it. That's ridiculous. There needs to be a governmental agency that oversees and approves these. I'm for small
Elon
government.
Musk, where are you?
Yeah, Elon, save us because they're out there just trying to do stuff. They need to fix bird names.
Rein it in.
Yeah, rein it in for sure. Yeah, they don't need to be so unregulated.
So how did you do, listener?
Yeah, listener, let us know. Send us an email, notthesermon@gmail.com, or on social media, and let us know how you did, or tell us the name of your favorite weird bird name.
Yeah, and if you look outside in the mornings at about 9:30, right when the sun is rising above the trees, you'll see these little birds called the yellow-weaseled pickle stealers.
Those are my favorite.
All right, JMO, it's time for a fun segment called So Help Meme God. So Help Meme God, it's where we review and live react to different memes on the internet. Sometimes our Sermonauts send us some good ones, actually, and we react on them. But this one, we're coming off the cusp of Easter, Jamie.
Yeah.
How do you feel, by the way? How does Church Daddy feel the day after Easter?
Well, thankfully, Easter was awesome. 2 services, both packed, wonderful. It's such a big high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's the Super Bowl for churches. And so it's really easy to like have the Monday blues afterwards.
Yeah.
But I had family with me, stayed busy, and so I didn't experience that. So it was great. I was tired. But, and you can probably hear my voice is actually a little tired.
Yeah. And I think,
From yelling at my family.
Which we don't. But I think a lot of, there are some churches, like attractional model churches, that kind of go over the top.
Oh my gosh, yes.
With roller coasters and zip lining their pastor in on the stage and stuff like that.
We didn't really do anything all that different.
No, we didn't. I think the worst thing we'll have to do is here's the thing that if you're a pastor, you'll know this. The Monday after Easter, the week after Easter, someone's got to drag that cross back to the shed, and that's the worst part of the whole thing. But anyways, on the topic of Easter, so we found this video on Facebook, and it seems like some sort of I don't know what denomination that this would be.
I'm pretty sure he's his own denomination.
Yeah, it's a guy.
I don't think he would come under anyone's authority.
Yeah, it's a preacher who is basically questioning the validity of Jesus being in the tomb for 3 days.
Right.
And so in that, he is calling basically Good Friday, Lent, all the
Holy Week
Holy Week thing. He's calling them pagan holidays.
Right.
And in this clip, he's going to question that. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, and we're gonna talk about this. So was Jesus in the tomb 3 days? Because that is kind of a confusing concept. But
it is.
Let's see what he has to say.
Okay.
Good Friday.
Yeah.
Good Friday is supposed to be when Jesus was crucified. And if you think Jesus was crucified on Friday, you don't know your math.
You don't know your maths, dude.
Book plainly says, as Jonah was in the belly of the well 3 days and 3 nights, so shall the Son of Man be in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. If you kill him on Friday and get him up Sunday, you can't get 3 days and 3 nights.
No.
No.
So, is he questioning like Jesus himself being Savior? It seems like he's
No, I think he's
questioning
just,
the timeline.
Yeah, he's questioning the timeline. I mean, this is one of those things where someone finds what they see as an inconsistency in Scripture, and then they say, well, so we do it the real way. You guys do it the right.
So it seems like maybe he's basically saying that the holidays leading up to it,
Yes.
like Maundy Thursday,
Right.
I always have to say Maundy Thursday, Maundy Thursday, and the Good Friday.
Wait,
is it Maundy?
What in the world was that?
I don't know. My phone just started playing Gypsy by Bahoma.
What in the world?
Anyways.
I was going to make a joke that Maundy Thursday was when people find out who the daddy is.
Yeah, I always thought it was like Monday, Thursday.
On this episode of Mondi.
Yeah, not Maury, but Maundy.
So, but is he saying it like it should be Thursday that Jesus was hung on the cross instead of Friday?
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
And he's actually partially correct. So this is not an uncommon question because Jesus did say, he talked about the sign of the prophet Jonah, 3 days and 3 nights. And the guy's right. If you start the process on Friday when Jesus was crucified, you don't get 3 days and 3 nights when he was resurrected Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So either what Jesus said, 3 days, 3 nights with Jonah was like a general 3-day idea, not like technically 3 days and 3 nights.
Yeah.
And he was pointing more to the sign of Jonah, or we're missing something. And as usual, from my study, there is a pretty big cultural thing that we don't understand that answers this question that this guy doesn't know either. And here's what it is.
Open it up.
Open it up. So Jews counted a day with the night first.
Yes.
So starting at sundown, the previous day, that would be the day. So like, for instance, Sabbath. So the Sabbath is Saturday, okay? But do you know when Jews start Sabbath?
Sundown.
Friday at sundown.
Yep.
So it's from Friday sundown until Saturday sundown, and that's what they call Saturday.
Yeah.
So a day started what we would consider the night before.
Yes.
So if Friday, so day one started Friday night, and then we would call that Thursday night, though. The night came first, if that makes sense. So you got Thursday night, and then Friday during the day. That's what they would consider Friday.
So we start with first light.
Exactly.
But they start with sundown.
That's correct.
The start of their day is nighttime.
Technically, we start at 12:01.
I was going to say, we're not that far off from that, actually.
Right. They're about 6 hours before us.
And I've also read that, the fact that Jesus died in the afternoon, the afternoon that he would have died would have been considered a day.
Right.
In the Jewish way of doing time and days.
So if you count the way Jews did in the first century, which that's the culture in
what
which
the gospel is based on,
right? Then 3 days, 3 nights is not hard to do. Knowing that they started a day for them was not day then night like we think of it. It was night then day, and it started what we would consider the previous day.
Yes, exactly.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, and
so take that, Mr. Man.
Yeah, and it seems again like it's more of like just an overt attempt to kind of discredit Catholic theology, because obviously this Holy Week is kind of a form that originated within Catholicism.
We need to sick pizza balla on this guy.
I know, and there's someone that always, and that's one of the problems when it comes to like criticizing the Catholic Church. People fail to remember that for a good majority of Christian history, we were all Catholic.
Yeah, until 1500, and we owe the Catholic Church a lot, man.
Yeah.
They have like meticulously kept up with documents.
Yeah,
history, even,
artifacts.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff. And so, like, even though I'm not
St.
Catholic,
Peter's molar. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say mole.
They have his mole. It looks like a little piece of Slim Jim.
So I'm actually going to Hungary soon, and I'm going to go visit St. Stephen's, where they have the hand of a saint.
Yeah, the relic thing. That
Supposedly.
that's off-putting.
Which says
It's a little odd. It's a little odd. So even though I'm not Catholic and I don't plan on being Catholic, and there's some stuff doctrinally, theologically that I disagree with, I am thankful. That even canonizing Scripture. I mean, I'm thankful for all that happened when the Catholic Church was the church.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think this guy's just going out on a limb and just trying to like flex his authority to people.
Well,
or
people do this with holidays.
It's secret knowledge.
And
it's,
listen,
we know something that everybody else doesn't, and here's the secret that I'm going to give you.
It's modern day Gnosticism.
Yeah.
It's like, I know the truth. Everyone else is wrong. And people really do this around holidays, whether it's Christmas or Easter or whatever, and they start saying, well, actually,
Ishtar.
Ishtar
Yeah.
with Easter. Like, there is no evidence that Easter came from worshiping these false gods.
The correlation is that the name Ishtar kind of sounds like Easter.
Right.
And then the whole egg tradition, but that's happenstance. It's it's not.
My understanding from that is that it had to do with Lent, is that they were fasting, so they would boil their eggs so that they would keep.
Yeah.
And then King Richard, hundreds of years ago, started the tradition of painting them and handing them out at the end of Lent to celebrate.
Yeah.
So that's historical record, right? But the idea that there was some other fertility guide that got mixed up with Easter, there is no historical record for that. It's all conjecture.
Sure. And they do the same thing with Christmas. And we know that, historically it was more likely that Jesus was born in the spring.
Sure.
But the fact that we have a date, since we don't know the exact date,
right,
and the fact that we have a season that's completely dedicated to the incarnation is amazing in and of itself. Like, I don't have to wonder or question oh, what if Jesus wasn't born right on December 25th? Oh, it's a fake holiday.
Yeah. So, listeners, I would encourage you guys, don't get all worked up about. I mean, some people get really angry.
Yeah.
I've seen a meme of Santa being crucified.
Yeah.
Jeez. I know, it's ridiculous. Like, you guys calm down.
Or when people correct you for saying Happy Easter,
right?
Like, that happened to me. I was like, Happy Easter, you. Don't you mean Happy Resurrection Day?
Right. Or why is it Happy Easter?
Yeah.
It's people
Merry
get all
Easter.
I heard this Easter season for the first time, unless I just wasn't paying attention. I heard a couple times people say Happy Easter to those who celebrate.
Oh.
There was that's the tag on it. To those who celebrate. Like we're just going to start adding hey, enjoy lunch to those who eat. At what point are we going to there's always one person who doesn't do whatever you're saying, but do we have to?
You know who got it right, though?
Who got it right?
Starbucks.
So,
Happy holidays, baby.
Yeah, it covers everything.
All right, boys, it's time to park this Honda Odyssey.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Leave
Not
enough
sponsored.
space on the sides for the kids to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Look. We had minivans when our kids were young, and I know they're cheesy and not cool, but they are so awesome.
Oh, I bet they're super practical.
The way those sliding doors open, and because dude, if you've got young kids, you're yelling at them. Do not ding the car next to you with the door, because they will. And those
they slide over on the side.
And the visibility.
Yeah.
Sitting in the front of a minivan, man, you can see from
if
miles.
if I weren't a pastor, I would be a van guy.
I can make that happen.
Not like a minivan guy, like an actual Ford church van guy, but that doesn't have any kids and just rides around in a van.
That's all it takes, Jimmy.
Offering candy.
I would be the van guy, dude. Vans are so practical.
Hey kid, you want a candy?
Dude, when you remember
candy?
When I was
singular candy. No, I said it like that.
During our fundraising season for youth, I would drive the church van for basically 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anytime I come through with my daughter and we drive through the parking lot, she goes, "Daddy, there's your van." She thinks it's my van because I drove it so much.
Listener, we had our church van wrapped several years ago with our logo. It's pretty cool looking. I'm not gonna lie.
But it has it's like a grungy wrap. It has texture and pattern on it, so you can never tell how bad it actually is.
Yeah, if it's dirty or not.
Dude, I have hit a dog in that van.
What?
I never told you that.
No.
Dude, dude, R.I.P. Fido on a highway.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yes. And a huge semi kicked up a huge rock and smacked the side of it. It's like the size of that coffee cup.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was driving one day and it scared the crud out of me.
I bet.
It just goes, I see the rock. It's like the size of a baseball. And I'm like, no
Flying
windshield, no
towards-
windshield. It curveballs into the side of it and goes boosh. And I was like, well, here we go. That van is made of metal, though, not fiberglass.
Yeah,
Amen.
no, it's old school. It's old school. Well, hey, listener, thanks for tuning in. We love hearing from you guys. We love for you to email us at notthesermon@gmail.com or go to our socials and DM us and just say hi.
Send us
memes. Man, we need some more memes. Gotta have some memes.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to
Not the Sermon.
Thanks for listening. This podcast is a production of Victory Fellowship Church in Thomasville, Georgia. Eric and Jamie can be reached at emailing notthesermon@gmail.com.
Father to the fatherless, defender of the little kids, gracious and compassionate, wasn't it?